What's up, y'all? I'm an addict named Austin. I got clean here at Serenity House in Abilene, Texas on October 19, 2014. Let's read the gist for today. February 25th. Sick as our secrets. It would be tragic to write down an inventory only to shove it in a drawer. These defects grow in the dark and die in the light of exposure. How many times have we heard it said that we are only as sick as our secrets? While many members choose not to use meetings to share the intimate details of their lives, it is important that we each discover what works best for us. What about those behaviors we carried into our recovery that, if discovered, would cause us shame? How much are we comfortable disclosing, and to whom? If we are uncomfortable sharing some details of our lives in meetings, to whom do we turn? We have found the answer to these questions in sponsorship. Although a relationship with a sponsor takes time to build, it is important that we come to trust our sponsor enough to be completely honest. Our defects only have power as long as they stay hidden. If we want to be free of those defects, we must uncover them. Secrets are only secrets until we share them with another human being. Just for today, I will uncover my secrets. I will practice being honest with my sponsor. This is one of those cliches that I didn't really like. You hear things in Narcotics Anonymous and they don't always hit like they do until they do, right? I can remember struggling with some stuff and didn't want to tell anybody in my inner circle because I was ashamed of it. And I can remember somebody from out of town calling me and checking on me, and he could tell instantly something was wrong. And I was able to share with him what was going on. And just that moment of being able to get free from it, in his exact words, share that stuff, brother. Like these things grow in the dark and they die in the light of exposure. And we had the conversation. I can remember the relief I got from that conversation. I can remember when this cliche came to life for me, right? And that was an important part of my recovery, because I found out that what happens when I am able to get free, right? And so I at the time I had a different sponsor. The sponsor I have now, we built a relationship on honesty from the beginning. As honest as I could be, right? And I'm able to share things with him that when I get to the bottom of it all, I could be pretty ashamed of it. And I'm always I get more honest each time, right? And so I've gotten pretty honest with my sponsor, and he always just smiles and loves on me, and I'm really grateful for that. And this has started something in my life. Like today, I don't have these really big, sick secrets, right? But sometimes I have frustrations. I have an issue with control, right? And sometimes when I'm trying to control a bunch of different things and make everything work out to make everybody happy, because I'm codependent too, I can get overwhelmed, and the people around me can get frustrated with me, right? And so what I've learned by process of trial and error, lots of error, is that when I'm experiencing a lot of things that I'm trying to control or stuff I'm trying to do, if I'm transparent with my wife and I let her know, hey, this is why I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to make my son happy. I'm trying to make you, all these things. When I share those with my wife and my son, when these things are going on, and they know that I'm dealing with all of that, it helps so much, because they're like, oh, Dad, or honey, why didn't you just say that? And then they're able to get on board. But when I keep all those things inside and I'm trying to manage everything inside, I'm the one that ends up getting overwhelmed, overreacting, and then my family pays for it, right? I found those, like I said, I found those out the hard way, but I'm able now sometimes to be honest about what's going on inside, out open and honest about it, and it helps the whole situation. And so this is a theme that I've tried to incorporate in all my relationships, that if I'm really upfront and honest about what's going on, why I'm thinking this, why I'm feeling this, why I'm trying to do this, it helps all the way around, right? And so I'm grateful for Narcotics Anonymous. When I got here, there was a bunch of secrets, right? A bunch of things that I had never shared with anybody, things that I would even do in recovery that were private and secret. And they would cause me lots of issues, right? I would be in my head about it all the time. They would grow in the dark. They would cause all these problems. They would cause some character defects to come to the surface. And so today, and I had it also before, when I would realize I was acting out on certain character defects, I would kind of try to hide it and control it and manage it. And so now I can get open and honest about it, and I don't have to deal with that internal struggle for a couple of weeks before it causes so much pain that then I get honest about it. Or I overreact and have to go back and clean it up, and realize that if I would have just shared those things up front, I wouldn't have to come back and clean it up. And so like, I just try to carry this theme into my life. Being open and honest about my feelings makes any relationship or any situation better, whether I'm at work, home, with my wife, son, boss, co-workers. Like, just being able to share what's going on in here makes people understand why I'm feeling and acting the way I do. And so thank God for Narcotics Anonymous, because my biggest problem is me and the things I think and the way I act. And so today there's freedom. I hope that helped y'all. Thank you for tuning in. We will talk to you tomorrow.